Just do what you have to do every step of the way, and then we take a group outside on the pitch.
Fantastic from Gnabry!
Tomorrow, and then we're on the normal schedule for the days and yes, that's in the meeting room.
Listen, no misunderstanding. There's one side of me that you haven't seen, boys. Number one, West, whether we play with 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm finally here. My heart is pounding. 50,000 fans screaming. I can't get my breath. The whistle sounding.
Do it consistently. There's no way you can do it. It's a thing you do every single day. Like anybody that's looking at the game in a different way now, because you know you think about the game. Take everything we're going to give you, all the information we'll give you a lot more information perhaps than other teams and other clubs have got to deal with. That's who we are, that's what we want to do to this club. But all the information you get, as much as in the beginning it's a lot, it's an overload, just use it to become better, use it to improve. And I think that this team again, from what I've seen,
this is a good game, Prime. It's very close. I'm loving it. The crowd here are really enjoying it. I'm sure the viewers at home are really absorbed by this one. It's a classic contest. It makes such a difference when both teams want to play good, open, attractive football. This is the stuff that the fans love to come and see.
Yeah, Nicolas Otamendi. He's a fine defender, both in the air and on the ground, and a real tough competitor who loves a physical duel. He knows how to pick out a pass too, and he'll be looking to get his team moving forward as soon as any opposition attack breaks down. He often likes to step into midfield.
My passion is scoring goals. And again, I'm a defender, I know, I used to be, but my passion is scoring goals. My passion is having teams who are looking at every opportunity to score a goal. So it means every phase of the game, we have a plan, we have an idea to score a goal. I don't care if it's a defensive throw-in or a corner we're defending, we clear it, we try and get on the other end and score. I don't care whether we're building up from the goalkeeper. And I know, and I'll show you a couple of images when we go in a meeting. I know that the build-up, it's like a fetish. Everybody's saying like, oh, I want to be a build-up team. And I think, you know what, let's just put this guy in that position, this guy in that position, and spread out. It's not what it is. It's not enough. So I'll try and explain to you, and you'll have to just
a really good game to watch. Both
bear with me, and the moments where it's frustrating because it's a lot of meetings, it's a lot of information. Just bear with me, just for the time that we get over that hurdle where we actually execute without thinking about it, and then we can taper things down again. It might take 3, 4, 5 months, but we'll have to get through it. So you understand why, you know, if I want to score a goal from the moment our goalkeeper has the ball, there's just certain rules you've got to respect. It's the timing when you shoot ball, it's the way you set the ball, it's the idea you have in your head, is the movement you have in front of you to create the spaces or to exploit the spaces. And just bear with me with this, because I think that from what I've seen in this team, for me there's enough football in this team to do it. There is. And that's just one phase of play, but it's not just, oh guys, let's go expand and make angles. No, it's more than that. It's a tempo of the weight of your passes, the way you set the ball. And then when you push up again and you go forward, and there's always this thing like if you play against a deep block, hey, by the way, you know, they're sitting deep, it's hard to score. I think we might enjoy it. You know, just if we get the right patterns, if we just work in training into combining in the right ways. And I'll try to name every phase of the game. And as we go through it, at the very beginning, I'll show you a few clips of the team when I worked previously. And it was a young group. I don't think they have the quality we have. And I think that is a testament to that. You know, very young, we've got the quality. And we always have this period of 2-3 months. You get past it and people enjoy it. And then you start playing and you start feeling like there's a plan for everything you do. But that's the main aspect. Every phase of game, everybody switch on in meetings, switch on the pitch. Do every detail of your passing, your training sessions. Every moment you lose the ball, how you react to recover it.
That's clear cut. It's a free kick.
For experienced pros, anyway, if you don't commit fully into a challenge, you get injured in that way. For the younger players in this group, so there's nothing we can do on the pitch. We'll try and manage your lows, try and keep you on the pitch as much as we can. We had an availability record last year of 95% of the time across the whole squad. So we have 95% of the time the whole entire team on the pitch. It doesn't happen overnight, but even if you're all seasoned pros, I'm asking you, I'm not going to force you because, I think when you have an older team, it's not enough to force people, you convince them. All I want to convince you is to make an extra step, make the next step. You can still improve. You've done many things that have been very good for you over your careers, but can we still push you? Can you still become better? We can so much better at the age of 30.
Brilliant move and a great goal.
And then what I was saying with my personal experience as a coach, as a player, and how I can share it on to you, is, I've course as a player you come in and but that's not been. I've never been as good as the players I was playing with. Playing you have to and all this time. But what I want to say is, if I have one thing that I had, and that's why I think I'll fit in this place, and I think that you guys you'll get to know me as someone that will do well here as well for you. It's like my biggest strength, if you speak to anyone that I played with, was what I did behind the scenes, making sure that everyone got better. I was injured for 50% of the time during the season, and just at the end I came just the last 10 games, and I lifted the trophy and it looked like I had an amazing season. 50% of the season I wasn't even there. But what I was doing was in the gym, and there was a guy that was down, and he's like, oh, I'm not going to play, I'm trying to all the things that the managers think doesn't like. And the key aspect of this is just lift everyone around you all the time. That's difficult times. There's no better opportunity for us to become a better group than we go through those moments. And it'll happen at some point. How can you keep each other at that level where it doesn't change how you behave, your attitude to work? Can you still come in the morning and do what you did when you were stuck? And when you're stuck, can you still do what you did when you were doing well? And if we can, and we're not robots, right? So the stuff is what is terrible in that way. But at the same time, there's your role, like there's a guy that's hanging on there. Keep working, and you've been long enough in the game to at the end of the season. I never started a season with a group of players that finished in the same constellation at the end of the season. It's never happened. And I'm looking to the back with all the young guys. Be hungry out there, respect the elders. We need lads compete. Yeah. So we'll go straight into business. We'll go into the meeting room. I'll explain to you what we do in training. And then we get pretty ready.
I'm sure the viewers at home are really absorbed by this one. It's a classic contest.
Concussion, testing, everything that goes with it. Just do what you have to do every step of the way, and then we take a group outside on the pitch.
Fantastic from Gnabry!
For tomorrow, and then we're going to know the schedule for the days onwards. Yes, lads, in the meeting room.
Listen, no misunderstanding. There's one side of me that you haven't seen, boys. Number one, West, whether we play with 3, 4, 5, 6, it's my decision. And I take the responsibility if we lose and if we don't perform well. The second thing, sir, last time I talked about your attitude, you come off, I don't need smart, but I need attitude. It's perfect. You're really good, just like all the other ones. I could have taken off from Hendrick to the last one. We don't let them complain. Today, we deserve to lose anyway. We get one more. 95 minutes to just waste of time. You wasted your time, I wasted my time. It's better not to come. It's better to send the other 41.
I think all of us have been in the right environment to improve and develop. Really good place.
6 weeks.
Got to be careful of that counter-attacking style. This is the first we've seen of it. This is the whole game right here. One magic moment will decide it now. Possibly a booking here, I would think. Oh, it's a red card. Wow. Is that a bit harsh?
I think there was one
or did the
advantage I
referee
had is that
really
the
have any
championship
choice?
is very similar to the
Saw what was happening and got
the
to it
level where I
quickly.
was at before. So I could kind of fill in the gaps
Bayern
quite
Munich.
quickly with the knowledge I had.
In terms of your team, Bernie, what does it stand for?
I think we share
Fred.
something very similar with the area where we're in Burnley.
Andre
It's,
Almeida.
just hard work
Fred.
at the very top of everything. We just love the pain. Do you know, I think a lot of the fans
Otamendi.
before I came in thought that we were going to
Sané.
be another Sunderland story or Derby County
Otamendi.
sliding down the league because, you know, everything was geared up to be a perfect catastrophe almost. And so
Rafa
from
Silva.
the moment I came in, I felt the
Fred.
full support of the community and I felt a
Otamendi.
lot of positivity, you know, in terms of, okay, this is a new page,
Rafa
a fresh
Silva.
page, and we've been back
Andre Almeida.
unconditionally in
Nothing
every
you
moment.
can do to stop a
What would
goal
you
like
say some of
that.
the
They just
similarities
passed the ball
between
round and through them. Marvellous teamwork.
They kept it
between
for
being a
ages,
player and you as a
Clive.
manager?
Brilliant move and a great goal.
Assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
If you were a player, but the biggest difference I
Kim
think
Min
is
Jae.
the sacrifice when you're a manager.
And it's Gnabry.
The sacrifice is made when you're younger,
Throw.
before you make it. Then when you come to the other side of the game and you become a
Gola.
manager, it's that
Nothing you can
sacrifice
do to
all
stop
over
a goal
again.
like that.
You know, it's,
They just passed the ball
morning when you
round and
wake
through
up
them.
until
Marvellous
night
teamwork.
when
They
you go
kept
to
it
bed,
for
and
ages, Clive.
for what I can remember from my
Brilliant
last
move
night
and a
as well,
great
in
goal.
my dreams too. You know,
Gnabry.
so it's it's with you
Replaying
all
every
the time.
moment, constantly.
Yeah, all the time.
Fred.
It's almost like working more like a computer where you're constantly having this kind of chess game in your head where you're
Mihailov.
playing all these scenarios. But it's been a
Fred.
good, healthy transition for me. I've not had a
Andre Almeida.
massive hangover from any of my football career.
Oh, this is a good game, Clive. It's
something
very
you have to
close. I'm
enjoy
loving it.
now.
The crowd here are really enjoying it. I'm sure the viewers at home are really absorbed by this one. It's a classic
Had
contest.
so
Oh
many
yes,
amazing
great
moments.
save by the keeper.
If you can only pick one, what one would you choose?
Hey, all credit to both sets of fans here today, Clive. They are putting on a show for the fans here today. I think it's been an excellent game full of lots of chances, lots of goal-mouth action. It's just what we all want to see.
Which one
Cuts it
played a
out.
big part in why they played the
Sané!
And obviously, in the FA Cup, that trophy is special to you. It's one of
There
the
have been
best
so
ones.
many great encounters between these two
I think
great
it's what
sides in
made
recent
everyone
years. They
really
never seem to be short on controversy.
I think we
What a game
broke
we've
down
got
the
here.
barrier
The sun
a
just
little bit.
glowing, sun
From that
glowing.
moment onwards, you felt that
Clear
every
out the
trophy
stadium.
that was
Everyone is
pressed
ready.
upon
It should be an
us,
entertaining
we
game.
felt
It's got to have this throw.
In terms of Pep, describe, please, just the influence he has had on you.
it was only when I met Pep that everything started making sense, you know, the use of spaces, everything, they kind of made sense because of the way he was playing it. And then I just went and built my own idea. Yeah, I found United influences. I think it's bigger in size. Yeah, it's bigger. Yeah, but because one of those centre backs can play in midfield, it's hard to scout for that. It's hard. You just developed into that. In the end, you realize, okay, you know what? Those are maybe my 4 best players at the time, and you play them. I don't think it's the goal to have 4 centre backs, but they're just all good footballers, which helps. They have one big advantage now is that they've got 6-7 years of just like a library of solutions they've had to come up with against different. Whereas in the beginning, it was teams hadn't adapted that much yet as well. So that one thing we had was unbelievable. It's really difficult to say.
Against his old ally and friend Vincent Kompany, Guardiola has shown that there will be newcomers arriving to try and take Manchester City's crown, but they remain the best in the land. Haaland with a very effective dispatching of his 2 goals tonight, and as he so often does, Jim, He can have a quiet game, and yet his impact can win the game.
All the greatest goal scorers have been like that over the years, Connor. Not do an awful lot, which is maybe why Guardiola was complaining about his general...
Wes, where are you? I don't need you to start running 40 meters with the ball and handle everything yourself. I'm happy for you to score the goal, and I feel, but as well, you know, I want stability and structure and guys who are dependable, no matter what the situation, you know? The highest high and the lowest low cannot be so big. Not for our main players, experienced players. Your best moment, you're a top player. And guys, this place is the place where we are honest.
I want to say a lot of things when I say football, I don't say anything.
Please do say. Do say. This is the place.
If you're gonna put me out, it could be dependable, like what you said. Also dependable, serious.
I'm happy to self-reflect. If you go and self-reflect.
100%. I don't need to make 2 or 3 months. I know. The only thing I wanted to do is to help the team.
Alright. So once I'm gonna say this, yeah. All these other guys, they didn't play every minute like you played.
I know.
Hold on. All these other guys didn't play every minute like you played. So towards you, in front of everyone, I have even more the right to say what I think, because every single time, you are part of the players who start every game.
It's a classic contest.
And you are not the only one, Wes. Trust me, it's actually not really about you. It's about us as a team, how we progress. You have to understand me as well. I try to understand you. You guys try to understand me as well, you know? I will take a bullet for you, no problem.
We'll do the same for you on the pitch.
Yeah. Okay, no problem. But I have to be able to say what I think in here, and I will always do so. I'm very selective. I think I listen to any advice.
Oh, this is a good
from
game,
anyone.
It's very close.
I really do.
The crowd here are really enjoying it.
You've just got to have done more thinking about it than I have. But I listen to everything.
This is some goalkeeper.
Okay, I'll give you one. And I've tested it.
Can he pick someone out?
Very
what
early
about
low,
it?
Burn my fingers.
There's plenty at stake in this fixture.
Do what you do. Do not even deviate one bit to something you don't believe in. Just play a sensor. And you go home. And if you win, you say, how clever was that? Because when you lose, it's a bad week. Long shower in a bad week. Yeah. Because
En attaque aussi à la finition, ils sont pas assez calmes devant. Pour un Donetsk, et plus on est petit, au meilleur des jeux, ils ne veulent plus en compte, et ils trouvent pas un but. En attaquant qui sait bien marquer les autres, et plus en attaquant qui sait mal marquer.
I joined this club in 1992, and the landscape was completely different. I think it was all the great ideas and all the great coaching and principles of an Anderlecht football player, but without the infrastructure. Anderlecht didn't rely on the youth as much as they do now. I was one of the first ones in a very long time to be able to break through. I got straight into the first team, performed, and they sold me for a lot of money. I think after me, the club realized it was not such a bad business model. What it is what this group was doing, and this group was overachieving.
Opportunity! Now, what can they produce from the corner? And the added time will be just a couple of minutes. It's red, I thought so. The referee really didn't have any alternative.
Players is that you had this unity,
you
had something special going on amongst the players, and amongst the staff as well. And I think that's something that can maybe fade away after a while, but it's definitely what's going to be for me the key part of everything I want to do with you. And I can't emphasize enough, you link.
Seek ye first the kingdom of Yah and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Hallelujah. Alright then, guys. Serious times we're living in. Don't lose your mind.